It's your boy, back again. Time for some more nightly AI explorations. Today, we got a little announcement. Jack Dorsey, formerly of Twitter fame, he's back. He's obviously blockchain, jumped off that train, got to hop on the AI train. He launched Goose today, which looks like to be another AI agent platform, or it's a self-contained AI agent. It's going to run your computer for you. I tried using it today. It was absolutely terrible. I couldn't get it to do anything. It was terrible. It was super slow. It's like, look, I can interact with your desktop. I'm like, great, show me, describe all the photos here. Takes forever to describe one. Like, it was like, I can't describe a photo. Finally, it was able to describe one photo. Then I'm like, okay, describe all the photos. Printing off every single image on my desktop, which is like 20 images. That took 5 minutes. It then said I couldn't describe all the photos, even though it was able to describe one photo. So I don't know. I was like, what the heck is this? It seems pretty terrible so far. Let's actually read the docs to see what it is, and we'll kind of go from there, because I just tried to dive in and use it, and it was terrible. It sucked. So let's see. Here we go. We've got the quick start. Yeah, you can start in 5 minutes. Great. Check it out. You can install it. Here's a way to install it. Great. I already did this. I don't care. You can write a prompt. It says create an interactive browser-based tic-tac-toe game in JavaScript where the player competes against a bot. So that's just using that's any other. You know, I use ChatGPT, I can do that. If I use Claude, I can do that. If I use DeepSeek, I can do that. Why do I need a separate app to do that? Not that useful. Oh, it can interact with your desktop. I can write some files. Barely useful. Okay, you can configure it. You could do some different LLM providers. You could do one locally. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Here's where they're trying to, set you up with Databricks. Wow, Databricks still around. OpenRouter, OpenAI, Olama, Grok, Gemini, Databricks, Anthropic. Easy, simple. There's extensions, so it says that it's installed with a few extensions, but with only the developer extensions enabled by default. So developer provides a general development tools that are useful for software. There's a computer controller, which provides general computer control tools for web scraping, file caching, and automations file caching. Memory teaches Goose to remember your preferences as you use it. JetBrains provides an integration for working with the JetBrains IDE. Oh, great, JetBrains. Thanks a lot. Yeah, we're all using JetBrains. What are you doing, Jack? Google Drive provides an integration for working with Google Drive for file management access. Great. That actually is useful. I was using Operator with Google Drive. Very annoying, actually. I just want you to save some images into my Google Drive. Pretty basic. I'm trying to collect images of water off the internet. You can use it with MCP servers. Excellent. Cool. Discovering extensions. There's a central directory. Okay, nice. Look at we're on block.github. So, okay, there's a Figma, there's a Git, there's a knowledge graph, there's a Tavily web search, and is that it? That's these? That's it? Here, Notion. No, there's only 9. There's 9. Great. Browse the extensions. Don't give me a page and a search to browse something if you can fit all the options on one page, okay? There's 9. There's 9. Okay. Cool. Great. Lovely. So there's no extensions yet. Can we build extensions? I don't know. You're saying you can use Gemini. So here's the guides. Great. Goose hints. Wow. Let's see. Provide Goose hints. Goose hints is a text file to provide additional context about your project and improve the communication with Goose. Nice. Wow. Very advanced stuff here. Just a couple things it's going to add to your system prompt for you. Setting up hints. Decision making. Specify if Goose should autonomously make changes or confirm actions with you first. Yes, I was running not Goose, but Operator yesterday. I had it running overnight. I told it to not interrupt me or ask me any questions and just keep filling out some spreadsheets for me. I woke up in the morning and it was accessing Visa and it put a pause on it because it said it was sketchy. It was trying to open a credit card. So a little scary. That was an Operator though. So I don't know if you want to, that auto confirmation is annoying, being asked constantly like, hey, do you want me to do this? But at the same time, it's not good if it's opening credit cards for you. Validation routines provides test cases or validation methods, create feedback loops, include additional steps that allow Goose to read feedback and iteratively improve. Point to more detailed documentation, readme, contributing, etc. Great. Here's a little example here. Run test here. Use the following here. Make confirmation changes. Cool. Nice. LLM rate limits. Rate limiting is the process of restricting the number of requests a user application can send to the LLM with a specific time frame. So there's giving some little framework around that. OpenRouter provides a unified interface. Great. File management. As an autonomous agent, Goose is designed to carry out tasks following specified instructions. This may sometimes involve working with local files. It's essentially best practice to follow safe file modification to monitor changes and revert where changes were necessary. Okay, great. Version control, use Git, validation testing, change review code. Sure, great, thanks. Building custom extension with Goose. So Goose allows you to extend its functionality by creating your own custom extensions, which are built as MCP servers. Okay, that's kind of a nice way of doing it, since some people are already going to build an MCP server. And so, boom, it'll work with Goose. These extensions are compatible with Goose because it adheres to the MCP Model Context Protocol. It's an open protocol that standardizes how applications provide context to LLMs. Lovely. It enables a consistent way to connect LLMs to various data sources and tools, making it ideal for extending functionality. In this guide, we build an MCP server using the Python SDK for MPC. We'll demonstrate how to create one. Right, we'll do a quick little speed run here, okay? Look at this. Rust is taking over everything. Of init cd MCP remove. Why are you removing hello? Okay, great. Making a directory, making some files, setting up some project structure. We're going to write some code. Here's the code right here. It's called server.py. We're importing requests. We're importing some exceptions. We're going to do beautiful soup for some web scraping, HTML2 text for some web scraping, MCP libraries for MCP stuff. Great. We're got MCP. It's going to be called Wiki. We've got something called Read Wikipedia article. Here we got a documentation. We say we try. Make sure it starts with HTTP. If it doesn't start with HTTP, don't do it. Okay. Next, we're going to have a request here. If the request isn't a 200, say it's an error. Okay. After that, initialize a new beautiful soup. Try and find the content text. If you can't find any context text, say you couldn't find it. Convert it to Markdown. Return the Markdown. If errors are raised, handle the errors. Whoops. And great, here's just using it. Beautiful, nice and simple. See how easy that is to make your own little extension? So very easy. Test your server, great. Just run it, excellent, cool. Here it is being run, great. Test the CLI. Now integrated with Goose. Same. This is standard MCP stuff. Now integrate with Goose. So just settings, extensions, add, set type to standard IO. In the command field, you want to actually run your server. And boom, user extension. What tools do you have? And then you could probably see the tool you've added here, and boom, now you're using Wikipedia. Nice. That's a nice, simple little way. Okay, making it easy to pull into an automated system. Now you could do this at the same time with Claude and Anthropic already, so this doesn't do anything special over that. But hey, at least you can do it. Here's a collection of tips here. Goose can and will edit files. It can run commands. You can interrupt with Control-C. It's best when solving concrete problems. It can troubleshoot, leverage Goose to learn. Goose needs context, use easy search terms. These are just things for working with AI, okay, and working with agents. It'll make mistake. We got it, okay? Architecture overview. Well, is this going to be fun? So Goose is an open source AI agent, builds upon the basic interaction framework of LLMs, which primarily functions as text-based conversational interface. It processes text input and generates text input. This text-in, text-out approach is enhanced with tool integrations, which allows AI agent to complete tasks, creating Goose. So the components are the interface, agent, and extension. We just read about what extensions are. We understand agents, interface, that's the desktop. Okay, here's a little interactive loop right here. Interoperability with extensions using the MCP. Error handling, extensions design, architecture, error handling. Okay, troubleshooting. Hey, this is happening. Okay, cool. That's pretty much the whole docs. Let's go to the GitHub, see where this sucker is built in. Python. Oh, never mind. It's in Rust. It's in Rust. It's in Rust. Never mind. It's good. It's actually, it's part of it's written in Rust. That means it's good. Since it's written in Rust, that means it's good. Look at all this activity. I already got 1.1k stars. I'll fork it later. Look at all these issues. Let's take a look at little issues in the pull request here. I will say, using it was terrible. So slow. So not doing anything I wanted. So inconsistent. And I all the tips it's saying, I kind of understand what all those tips are. I feel like I was already trying to follow many of them, but so far pretty rough. I don't know if it's worth the time actually trying to make it work for me, or if I should just keep doing my own things. You know what I mean? I'm running my own AI agents. They're doing fine by me. They're also written in Rust. Do I need this Goose? Is it really that useful? Okay, well, hey, look at this. We've got people opening stuff. This is 2 days ago. This is 4 days ago. This has been open for a couple weeks. People have had this repo out. This is just the first time I saw this announcement, which is potentially why Jack tweeted out open source everything yesterday. He was talking about this Goose, which I like. So, okay, cool. Like that it's written in partially Rust. So here's the crates for it. And so inside here, you can see things are divided up. And it looks like it is a pretty good chunk of Rust. So is the TypeScript portion like the website? Is that what it is? So here, let's actually take a look if I actually... Yeah, the rest is TypeScript. Insights these days. Let's see. Code frequency is not what we want. Where's the nice... Where do you see these days just the split? I want to see... Show me the files. It's split in. Also, geez, GitHub is so slow these days. So very painful. Okay, well, there's crates, there's examples, there's extension site. It's got to be just inside of extension site. Yeah, exactly. See, this is all router TypeScript stuff. So the actual main chunk logic of Goose seems to be written in Rust, which is super cool. That's fun for us. Means we can contribute. Maybe we can build on top of this and do some wacky stuff in here, since we are writing our own Rust for these AI agents. Here, let's just open up something. Let's take a look at prompt. Take a look at what the Rust looks like. Oh, that's short. That's short. 28 people contributed to this single file. Wow, every line, someone different. No, it's just all this person. 28 different people. PubMob renderer, PubMob rusty line thinking, render, get input, show busy, hide busy, close. These are just the traits for what a prompt is. Let's go back to the source here and see if there's anything else interesting in Rust side. Here's deeper inside prompt. Here's thinking, thinking.rs. That's a fun file name. Whoa, what is this? Thinking messages. Extended list of playful thinking messages. Okay, great. This is a hard-coded list of messages. Wow, really, really advanced stuff here. This is important, good Rust here. Get random thinking message. That's what thinking is. It's just a hard-coded list. Not cool. What is render? See, this is not. This is nothing. Okay, let's go back to. Okay, prompt isn't that interesting. Let's go to commands here. Commands got MCP configure agent session. That really doesn't seem that interesting either. Test helpers. Here's just the main, which is just kicking things off and running some commands. Man, this code, this is just the CLI. Okay, let's go back to the crates. The CLI is not going to be too advanced. Maybe let's take a look at Goose itself, maybe? Here's Goose itself. Here's source. There we go. Okay. Here's lib. Good. Here's agents. Agent. 31, like, wow, this thing is pretty abstract. Here's just the pub trait for an agent. Here is nothing really crazy in there, actually. Wow. Let me go. Here's providers. Okay, there we go. Let's look at the OpenAI. We've seen this type of code before. It's the same code we've seen in Rig. Complete. Okay. I mean, the code looks very simple, easy to read, and pretty abstract from here. It's cool that it's Rust. I did know that before. Giving the actual documentation didn't really give me too much of a breakdown of anything like mind-blowing. Using it was very painful. You're making me disappointed that I'm a Rust dev, and this is what it's so not fun to use so far, but maybe tomorrow I'll give it a little bit of a bigger go. But so if you guys find it actually useful, please tell me. If you have any tips that are not just listed out there, hand them to me. I'll keep trying out Operator and Goose and my own thing, and but so far, not fun to use Goose. Documentation, not that interesting, really, but hey, it's cool that it's open source. It's cool that it's written in Rust. It's cool that I guess they're using MCP, since that seems to be a nice standard, but not the most useful thing in the world. So that's it. That's all I got. I'll be back tomorrow. More random AI stuff. If you guys want me to look at anything, just ask me what you want to look at. If not, I think tomorrow I'm going to try and do that DeepSeek Janus paper. I wanted to maybe do that one of these days, but I wanted to look at this Goose just in case tomorrow I end up using it. But so far, not the most interesting thing, but still cool. It never stops, though. A new announcement every day. This world is crazy. So be back tomorrow. Bye.